All right, let's get right to it. Monday, October 11th. I'm Tom Novak. This is your Bring Me the News and Novak Weather Update brought to you by All Energy Solar. They are harnessing the power of the sun to create affordable energy across our country and the world. Thank you, All Energy, for sponsoring this update. Look at this beautiful, beautiful looking storm system now that is twisting right over Illinois and eastern Iowa and southern Wisconsin. It's a pretty tight storm system in that. Because of that, the precipitation has stayed just to the southeast of our region. In fact, you can see it here. We put the Twin Cities radar now into motion, and most of the rain confined to the southeastern corner of Minnesota, and that's where it's going to stay here during the evening hours. But yes, that has produced clouds and certainly some precipitation over eastern portions of our area, especially Wisconsin. Looking at visible satellite loop, here it is. There's that storm system now pinwheeling over Illinois. Really, what this is showing is that we are in an active weather pattern, and we had, of course, a storm this weekend that came through the upper Midwest, produced some tornadic activity even in northeastern South Dakota and western Minnesota. So that just shows you that the energy that is still in our atmosphere right now, which is a bit surprising given that it is early October. All right, here are temperatures this afternoon now. We made it into the upper 60s and lower 70s over most of Minnesota where there was sunshine. Of course, where there was clouds, temperatures were held in the 60s. That would be in southeastern Minnesota, and even just some 50s in northeastern Minnesota now. As we go through time tonight, temperatures don't drop off that much. Again, really warm for this time of the season. Average low should be in the low to mid 40s, and we'll be lucky to get much below 60, especially in the Twin Cities metro. I think most areas will fall into the 50s, maybe even some upper 40s. And then highs tomorrow, pretty similar to today. We'll knock off a few degrees from today, but I think many of us will be in the 60s tomorrow. Of course, cooler up in northeastern Minnesota. And yes, then we'll be probably in the upper 60s again as we get into Wednesday. Now, speaking of Wednesday, I just wanted to show you the upper air structure. Now, this is the jet stream, of course, the river of air at 30 to 35,000 feet. And look at what's happening as we get into Wednesday morning. This is a pretty strong jet stream and jet streak. A jet streak, by the way, are stronger winds within a jet stream, embedded within a jet stream. And look at these strong winds now in Kansas and southern Nebraska that are surging northeast towards southern Minnesota on Wednesday morning. And you can see how that jet streak continues to hit southern Minnesota pretty hard by Wednesday afternoon. That tells me that there's going to be some pretty intense lift over southern and eastern Minnesota and western Wisconsin as we get into Thursday or as we get into Wednesday. And as I had mentioned, that could probably produce some significant weather because we are in an active weather pattern. And I'm worried that that jet streak combined with a low level jet stream and a dry air punch from the southwest is all going to converge right over southern and eastern Minnesota and western Wisconsin. Then you add a cold front to that equation, and you got the recipe for the potential now for some severe weather. I don't think this would be a widespread severe weather outbreak, but just from the state that it's mid-October and we're all still talking about severe weather, just tells you the energy that is still in the atmosphere, which is a bit surprising for this time of the year. So again, pay attention to the skies here as we get into Wednesday, especially between the hours of noon and 6 p.m. on Wednesday over southern and eastern Minnesota, because there is the potential for some severe weather. Let's go back to that jet stream, and I just want to show you what then happens as we go through the rest of this weekend. Now, this is for late this weekend and then into early next week. We still have that jet stream for the most part north of us, so I don't see really any cold Arctic air, at least anytime soon, invading the region. So that's good news for those of you that like the warm October that we've been experiencing. All right, here's future radar, and we pick it up on Tuesday morning. You can see that storm system now producing rain over western South Dakota now on Tuesday morning and into Tuesday afternoon. And then look what happens as we get into late Tuesday night and Wednesday morning. Here comes some rain and thunderstorms now into southern Minnesota. This is right around sunrise now on Wednesday. And timing is going to be critical here because if we can get these storms to be delayed just by a few hours, that will increase our risk for severe weather. But look at how the storms move through southern Minnesota as we go through the late morning and early afternoon hours. And then I think by about 6 p.m. or so tomorrow or Wednesday afternoon, our storms will have skirted east and north of the Twin Cities metro and southern and eastern Minnesota, and we'd be just left with a few showers on Wednesday evening. So the biggest stuff looks like it's going to hit late Wednesday morning and into Wednesday afternoon. Here's your extended forecast now. There it is. There are the storms. I'm most concerned about Wednesday afternoon now with those storms. And then after that, looks pretty nice. Yes, some clouds for much of this week, but look at the weekend. Although it's going to be windy, breezy, lots of wind coming up here in the next 7 days, it looks really nice come this weekend with still above normal temperatures and plenty of sunshine. All right, that's your forecast. Thanks for joining me, everyone. We'll talk to you tomorrow.